junior college players, former Division I athletes, and a couple players that have had some success at the pro ranks. And Marion, when you look at these two sides, Monsoon out of Nisa. Whistle blows, here we go. First round action between two debutants in the 109th edition of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open. Elements have played a role in several matches so far in this tournament. And wind blowing, perhaps could play one as well. That is dynamic in the run-up here. Sasaki waits for it. Sasaki shoots from distance. And this is wide right, but really good in the build-up that time around from Lubbock.
Yeah, solid decisions. And what's even better is the timing. I love that little one-touch pass by the target forward. And instead of trying to force a ball where the runners weren't, he picks his head up, finds Sasaki at the top of the box. And why not have a go this early on in the game? Goalkeepers haven't been tested, might not be fully checked in, might not be expecting a player to take a shot from that distance so early.
Tanya Sarkin tests Martinez for the first time on the free kick, but it's smothered by the Matadors goalkeeper.
This is a pretty tough shot from distance to test the goalkeeper at the near post. Instead, perhaps maybe you bend that one into the back post where all your numbers are.
Sometimes all it takes are chances like those to give the team some confidence, and perhaps the floodgates will open with shots as each team has taken one now. Spot in round number 2. 109th U.S. Open Cup on the line. The third longest ongoing soccer competition in the world. Started back in 1914. It's been going in succession every year with the exception of the pandemic in 2020 and 2021. Brought to ground by Martinez. The ball is still in play. Monsoon clear. Acrobatic from Kobayashi. Moda. Numbers forward here for the home side. First time cross in. There's space here, and it's missed over the bar. Fernandez had a gaping space. Kobayashi. Excellent touch this time around by Martinez. With pressure on his backside. Unable to keep the ball on a string. And now an excellent ball forward. Having to go wide, however, to Hera. Thought about the pass with a runner in Ruiz. Instead, used the outside of the boot to fire it around. Long shot coming. And that one stings the strings. It's an excellent strike from distance, and Arizona Monsoon makes its presence known in the U.S. Open Cup. It's a 1-0 lead for the visitors.
Just against all momentum. Not many chances in the build-up at all in this first half, but an absolute moment of brilliance. You said it, Michael. Sometimes that's all it takes to unlock the rest of the game. And how about this? Way too much time and space on the ball. Doesn't even need a big prep touch, but finesse. And he's a player that, just like we saw on the other end with Fierro, he can have moments of brilliance, no doubt about it. And he's probably going to have to step up big time in the second half.
And it brings us to halftime. As Marcus Mumford just said, if you slow down, take your time. And that's what both teams did to get back onto the pitch for half number 2. But we are underway. Arizona Monsoon. Here's good space and time. Asamoah Gets the angle. Asamoah shoots. Decided to go near side. Cortez is able to push away. Free kick to the top of the dot. Headed wide. Luke Jones was in a good spot, and the chances continue to build. Monsoon bending but not breaking so far.
Lubbock knocking on the door really heavily at this point. Monsoon's going to have to do something in order to gain some ground up the field.
Sasaki will have the afterburners. Sasaki swings it wide. It was a terrific run. Message clear from Paul Gilbert, the reigning NPSL Coach of the Year. Andrade aids it along. Jones bends one in. Cortez gobbles it up.
That's great recognition from Cortez to take that step and come out and get that ball. You stay on your line, and that's going to be a difficult bounce to deal with. You also had Martinez streaking, understanding the ball placement of Luke Jones.
Andrade swings. He's finding some pockets right now. Hasn't been accurate enough at this point.
And just about everyone of the attackers on the Lubbock side have found a pocket of space somehow, some way. That's a difficult ball, a little bit of a bounce. You mentioned the turf that they're playing on. That's obviously got to be taken into consideration with a prep touch like that.
Arizona needs possession.
Badly.
They're under a great deal of pressure. High arcing ball in, knotted down by Tahara, and it's covered.
So that means you get the bottom bin.
I get the bottom, right? Here's a long distance shot, and it's quite the save in the end.
That's a great point, Michael. There's just been a few times where the transition has been on, and you can tell that Lubbock is made up of players who like to be on the ball and like to play proper football. And sometimes it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be effective.
We spoke with a couple coaches this week that were asking for their players to be a little bit more creative in their runs. And that is something that we've not really seen from Lubbock. They have very much been in possession and short passing. Here's Jones, takes a swing at it. Cortez had it measured the entire way. Fans hoping for a jolt. We're boisterous in the first half. Sasaki, a clean initial touch, but he was offside.
Sasaki has shown his skill on the wing once again. That was a really tough ball to deal with and brings it down, but he just didn't get played that ball quick enough. That should have been one touch quicker on the delivery to Sasaki, and he would have been in behind. That was a fantastic first touch by him.
Tahara uses his chest to send it wide. Monsoon have been given some chances on the counter. And again, nobody down there, but it was dealt with a little bit sporadically at the end. A foul is going to be whistled here. A booking is out, and this is a red card as well. This is not going to be just your typical yellow, and things are about to get interesting here in the 79th minute. A convention has gathered.
Now let's take a look at what the referee sees. Oh, it's the after the play, the boot up. Spike's clearly up when the play is done and the ball is on the ground. That's a play with intent to hurt a player. That's always going to be an ejection.
The red card is out. The red card is shown. And it will be a man advantage for the final 11 minutes. Right back to the mixer it goes. Jones. Makaya swings it around. Header flicked on. Easily controlled in the end by Cortez. Nonchalantly. And then a collapse on top of the ball.
That's a decent service into the box, but Gonzalez has done so well. Jaden Gonzalez has on the back line for Arizona. He's been excellent in 1v1 moments. He's been excellent in his aerial duels. He's read the game very well. And really putting everything on the line to send his team to the second round of the Open Cup.
Big thanks to Thomas Wolf and the entire Lubbock Matadors staff getting us information, getting us everything that we need. Doing a great job over there. And a big amount of help for us to get prepared for tonight's broadcast. Moda. Out wide it goes now. Sasaki swings it across, and there is your equalizer. Salvador Martinez pushes it into the net and celebrates with the Mozos. What a piece here between Lubbock and Arizona.
What a scene. That's just absolutely brilliant. And Lubbock, with an even matchup, was knocking on the door for the entirety of this second half. And you had to think it was going to be such a challenge for Arizona to come out of this one, not giving up a goal, being down a man, and having to defend for the past 45 minutes. It wears, it tears.
It's an excellent run here from Kobayashi. Bends it across, tap down, Apaya Kubi sends it back. Andrade, left foot. One man was standing between him and a moment to remember. A second go at it here. Andrade, beautiful run. Andrade, hefty contact, and he is the man that commits the foul. He's the target of this pass, slides it through. Takes a tumble in the box. Punched around, right on the doorstep, it's cleared away. Sasaki, cheeky move, Apaya Kubi! Pushed away! Cortez saves the match for the time being.
That's a hero moment from Cortez. This one looked all but in. Excellent turn. And a finesse finish, but Cortez is up to the task. Has to get to ground and does that.
Into the 7th minute of stoppage time. There's space on this side. Aguilar, where does he go? Aguilar, knocked down in the end by Martinez. It's got to be now for Lubbock. Makaya finds himself in the middle of the field. Makaya, a lot on this one. Martinez keeps it in play. Apaya Kubi, Andrade wants the left foot. Andrade! Cortez stops another. Long shot here wide. And there is your full-time whistle, and we are going to added time tonight in the first round. Lubbock and Arizona Monsoon. Two of the newest franchises in the United States soccer landscape. Two debutantes in the U.S. Open Cup, and 30 minutes will tell the tale, and has made 6 overall in the evening.
That's amazing. Sometimes there are goalkeepers who do their job and it's fine, but Cortez has definitely been a goalkeeper that has saved this game on multiple occasions, and that's a...
Tufik Najem, the native of Morocco, is coming into the match, and he replaces the goal scorer, Martinez. And there's your whistle on the opening 15-minute session. Not really much happening there in that sequence. Really just a shot for both sides. 2 matches remain, 2 spots to go in the 109th edition of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Lubbock and Arizona deadlock, 15 more minutes. Here's this corner kick. To the dot it goes. Cleared away. A stumble and a bumble for a moment. And a reset here for Moda. Andrade. Thought he was going to shoot one from deep. No foul here. Tejera went down easily in the mind of the official. Sasaki. Sasaki shoots. Always wide left. Moda drives, decides to shoot. Cortez, a rare juicy rebound, and somehow gets enough of that one. Apaya Kubi misses what would have been an open frame. We're down to 10 men for 30 minutes. Gave up a goal in the 83rd minute to equalize. And in the 3rd minute of our first extra session, Bruno Garcia picked up a 2nd yellow for Lubbock. So we've been down to 10 v 10 for the last quarter hour. You add in large chunks of stoppage time, and we have been going at this thing deep into the night. Here's time and space. Moda sends it. Cortez cannot deny this one. Lubbock lead, and it's Tufik Najem, the 21-year-old, puts Lubbock out in front in the 119th minute.
Scenes here for the home side. Crowd stayed for a reason, gotta give him a show. And Sasaki has been all over the place, but it's Moto calm and composed and sets this one up.
And there's your full-time whistle. The comeback is complete for Lubbock.